Hello guys, welcome to Interchange 1 Unit 13. What would you like? In this unit we are going to see food, we are going to see so, to, either and either, to agree, and also we will see different ways to order food in a restaurant. Let's begin. We will see now some interesting information about our favorite foods. Favorite foods: apple pie, brought to North America from Europe in the 17th century. Chocolate, originally prepared as a drink by the Olmec people in Mexico over 3,000 years ago. French fries, first made in Belgium around 1680. Hamburger, created around 1900s in the US as a quick and inexpensive meal. Ice cream cone, created at the 1904 World's Fair in the US by a Syrian chef, Ernest Hamwi. Pasta, first written about in a Greek recipe from the 1st century CE. The sandwich, named for the English Earl of Sandwich in the 1760s. And sushi, modern style sushi first made in Japan in the 1820s. This is the first conversation for Unit 13. In this conversation, we have two people deciding where to go and what to eat. Let's listen to them.
Unit 13. What would you like? Page 86. Exercise 2. Conversation. I'm tired of shopping. Part A. Listen and practice.
Hey, do you want to get something to eat?
Sure, I'm tired of shopping.
So am I. What do you think of Thai food?
I love it, but I'm not really in the mood for it today.
Yeah, I'm not either, I guess. It's a bit spicy.
What about Japanese food?
Fine by me. I love Japanese food.
So do I. There's a great restaurant on the first floor. It's called Kyoto Garden.
Perfect. Let's go try it.
So, to, neither, and either. This is the first grammar point for Unit 13. We use so, to, neither and either to agree with other people or to say that something is also true for us. When we say something and another person has the same opinion or the situation is also true for the other person, we can use so, to, neither, or either. Here we have an example. Carla says, I can bake cakes. I can bake cakes, so she has this ability. Now, if I say, I can too, it means that that is also true for me. She can bake cakes and I can bake cakes too. So I can too, because it's true for her and it's true for me. So and to. We use so and to agree with positive sentences. In this case, we have three examples. One with the verb to be, one with the modal can, and another one with the simple present. So let's see. Leslie says, I'm crazy about fast food. And I say, so am I, or I am too. I say this because it's the same for her and for me. She's crazy about fast food, and I am crazy about fast food too. That's why here I use the verb be to agree because the first one is using the verb to be. So am I am too. We use so at the beginning and to at the end, but the meaning of those two sentences is the same. So am I am too is the same. Now for the second one we have a modal can. Heoni says, I can cook very well. I can cook very well. And I say, so can I, or I can too. In this case, I use the modal can because the original one has the modal can. I can cook very well. So I use can because I have the same ability. So can I, or I can too. Again, if you notice, so is at the beginning and to is at the end of the sentence. But the meaning is the same. And for the last one, we have the simple present. Remember, for the simple present, the auxiliary verbs are do or does. In this case, Janire says, I love Mexican food. I love Mexican food. And I say, so do I. Or, I do too. That means that she loves Mexican food and I love Mexican food too. So in this case, to agree, I'm going to use do because the sentence is in the simple present. We don't have can, we don't have the verb be here. This is the simple present. In this case, we have only the verb love. We don't have an auxiliary like can, and we don't have the verb be like am or is or are. So in this case, we are going to use do because it's a simple present sentence. So do I, or I do too. Remember, so it's at the beginning of the sentence and to at the end. Neither and either or neither and either. We use neither and either to agree with negative sentences. In this case, again, we have three examples using the verb to be, the modal can, and the simple present. For the first one, we have Paula. Paula says, I'm not in the mood for pizza. I'm not in the mood for pizza. In this case, we are using the verb to be, but it's negative. I'm not in the mood for pizza. I'm not in the mood for pizza. So if I am in the same situation, if I agree with Paula, I say, neither am I. Neither am I. Or, I'm not either. I'm not either. In this case, I use neither or either. Neither at the beginning of the sentence, either at the end. And we use the auxiliary in the negative form, not with either. Now with neither, the auxiliary or the verb am here is in the positive form because neither is negative because of the end here. This part represents a negative, so you are going to use am in the positive form. Now here with either, you need not with the auxiliary. I am not either. For the second one, we have the modal can. Santa says, I can't eat spicy food. I can't eat spicy food. If the same happens to me, I say, neither can I. Neither can I. Or, I can't either. I can't either. In this case, again, we use neither at the beginning and either at the end. If you notice, after neither, the auxiliary or the modal can is in the positive form. But here in the second one, because we have either, we need the negative form of the auxiliary or the modal, can't. Again, remember, neither and either are used for negative sentences. But remember, with either, the auxiliary is going to use with the negative form, and with neither, the auxiliary is going to use in the positive form, as you can see here. The last one is with the simple present. Rami says, I don't like seafood. I don't like seafood. If the same happens to me, if the same is true for me, I say, neither do I. Neither do I. Or I don't either. I don't either. Here is a simple present, and you know that for the simple present, the auxiliary is do or does if you're talking about the third person. Here, neither at the beginning, either at the end, and the auxiliary in the middle. If you check with neither, the auxiliary is positive. Now, with either, the auxiliary is negative. Remember, either with a negative auxiliary and neither with a positive auxiliary. Let's see in the three examples. Neither am I, neither can I, neither do I. If you check after neither, the auxiliary do, can, and is in the positive form. Now here, with either, the auxiliary is in the negative form. Let's check. I am not, can't, and don't. So don't forget that information. Another way to agree with positive or negative sentences is using me too or me neither. Me too for positive sentences and me neither for negative sentences. The first one is a negative example. Alexa says, I can't eat spicy food. I can't eat spicy food. And I say, me neither. Me neither. For the positive one, Pedro says, I like seafood. I like seafood. And I say, me too. Me too. This is a simple way to agree using me too or me neither. Don't. Don't use so, too, neither or either when people don't agree or when something is not the same for both people. Here Abel says, I can't eat spicy food. I can't eat spicy food. But I say, really? I can. Really? I can. So in this case, if you check, Abel has a negative sentence, but I have a positive sentence. That's why we cannot use so, to, neither, or either, because our opinions are different, or the situation is not the same for both. For the second one, we have Joan and me. Joan says, I like seafood. I like seafood. And I say, well, I don't like it. Well, I don't like it. Again here, we have a positive sentence and a negative sentence. His opinion and my opinion is not the same. So that's why we cannot use so, to, neither, or either. Remember, so and either go at the beginning of the sentence. To and either go at the end of the sentence. And the auxiliary verb goes in the middle of the sentence. Food categories. We have different foods categories here that we are going to organize. We have fruit, vegetables, grains, meat, and seafood. Let's begin. The first one is chicken. Chicken is meat. Very good. The next one, bread. Bread is grains. Corn, vegetables. Fish, seafood. Grapes, fruit. Lamb, meat. Mangoes, fruit. Octopus, seafood. Pasta, grains. Peas, vegetables. Potatoes, vegetables. Rice, grains. Shrimp, seafood. Strawberries, fruit. And the last one, turkey, meat. This is the second conversation for Unit 13. In this conversation, we have a server and a customer. The customer is ordering food. Let's listen to them.
Page 88. Exercise 6. Conversation. May I take your order? Part A. Listen and practice.
May I take your order?
Yes, please. I'd like the veggie burger.
All right. And would you like soup or salad with your burger?
What's the soup of the day?
It's chicken soup. We also have cream of potato soup and onion soup.
I'll have the onion soup, please.
And would you like anything to drink?
Yes, I'd like a lemonade, please.
Types of food. These are 7 different types of food that we are going to describe. We have bland, delicious, greasy, healthy, rich, salty, and spicy. Bland food is food that is soft, low in fiber, and it doesn't have a strong flavor. Delicious food is food that has a very pleasant taste or smell. It's kind of the opposite of bland food. Greasy. Greasy food is food that contains a lot of oil or grease. Number 4, healthy. Healthy food is food that has a lot of vitamins, food that is good for our body condition and for our heart, such as fruits and vegetables. Rich. Rich food is food that contains a lot of oil, grease, eggs, sugar, or cream, such as cake. Salty. Salty food is food that has a lot of salt, such as popcorn or chips. And the last one, spicy. Spicy food is food with a strong flavor. such as pepper, chili, or curry. Modal verbs would and will for request. Remember, a request is a petition. If you go to a restaurant, you might have a conversation similar to this one. The server says, "What would you like to order?" And you say, "I would like a mango salad and a lemonade." In this case, you mention the food after would like. Here, would and will is used for requests or for petitions. The server says, "What would you like to order?" What would you like to order? You can answer this question in two ways. You can use will plus have, or you can use would plus like. But the meaning is the same. For example, "I'll have a cheeseburger with onion rings and a glass of Coke." Or, "I'd like a cheeseburger with onion rings and a glass of Coke." These are the contractions. I'll for I will, and I'd for I would. Now, if the person working over there, such as the server, asks something like, "Would you like anything else?" This is if you want something extra. And if you don't want anything else, you say something like, "No, that's all for now, thanks." Or, "That's all, thanks." So remember, you can answer with will plus have or would plus like. And then you mention the food or the drinks. Don't say, "Give me," or "I want," or "What do you want?" if you are the server. That is not polite. Don't say it. For example, "Give me a cheeseburger with onion rings and a glass of Coke," or "I want a cheeseburger with onion rings and a glass of Coke." Or if you are the server, "What do you want to order?" No, don't say this. Use would for the question, and for the answers, use will or would. Well guys, that was everything for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.